Do you guys want to take the stairs or the elevator?
Yeah, I'm at the elevator.
Bro, you're so skinny. We've been
walking around here, yeah.
What floor is it on?
It's on the fourth. Welcome, everyone. Ooh, yeah. Told ya.
Maybe you should pay attention, buddy.
Told ya. All right, I'm Anastasia.
John.
John, nice to meet you finally.
Mark.
Mark, nice to meet you. What do you do?
This is our cameraman.
Yep.
Okay, camera guy.
Shante.
Shante. Hype crew. Biggest supporter. And Donte. Okay, John, Donte.
Aaron.
Cameraman.
Cameraman again. Nice to meet you. Welcome. 3 chairs. Just have the 2 of you guys sitting here. Whichever you guys prefer, just let me know. You guys want to wear the headphones? I just want to ask, Bonn, you had mentioned that, the first song that you came out with, Flex, it really, got some hits on it, so did the next couple songs. What do you feel like about your music is able to get hits? What do you think that what is it about your music that people like?
Honestly, I believe it's the fact that I talk about, what's kind of relevant, which of course is, money, diamonds and girls, and you know what I'm saying? I know that's definitely one of the things that, people like. That's what you hear in mainstream music nowadays anyway. But, I wanted to, one thing I knew for a fact I wanted to do was not just make like local music.
What does that mean, making local music?
Oh man, well, basically,
Break it down for him.
There's a section of Akron specifically that really kind of deals with more of the Detroit culture when it comes to rap and hip hop, which is more, and even Chicago, Detroit and Chicago kind of style music, which is drill music, rap, hood kind of music, and there's a lot of people that want to rap in Akron.
Yeah. And
they all make songs that all sound similar to me. They all sound the same. And I was just kind of like, I don't want to sound like them. I want to make something that they'll listen to in California. They'll listen to in Florida too. You know what I'm saying? Not just something that my dudes in Akron would like. I want something that will literally be able to be listened to everywhere, international. So I just studied the mainstream music that was popping at the time, and I listened to like the Drakes and the all of the A-listers, and I was like, I'm gonna make music like them. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make sure for a fact I wanted to make something that they heard everywhere.
Now, you had mentioned that you just recently took a trip to Atlanta. Was it with Donte?
Yeah.
So both of you guys went to Atlanta. First of all, was this your first time in Atlanta?
First time in Atlanta.
Yeah, I went to Atlanta about 5 years ago, and that's definitely on like my top places to move
down there, man.
because the people are beautiful too.
Oh yeah.
Everyone takes care of themselves. Everyone lives like the first time I went out there it was like sundresses and cigars outside like during lunchtime. So what made you guys end up going to Atlanta then?
Well, I guess I can chime in here. I got an email from Whoops, which is an A&R for UCMG, which is a record label. They found my music on SoundCloud. They liked my songwriting capability and also my sound. So he reached out. At first I thought it was a scam because it's like, I get emails like that sometimes. But I did my research.
We love your music.
Yeah.
We have a great office for you.
Exactly.
People could be commenting on your Instagram posts like, DM us for special.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I thought it was one of those emails. I did my research, found out it was a legit opportunity. They flew us out for an event.
Flew you
out. Yeah, they flew us out, so you know what I'm saying? That was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel good. It's like, hold on, I ain't never been flown out.
Feel a little special, you know what I'm saying?
And we have been trying to get to Atlanta for a while, so it was kind of nice to have that, paid for and not have to worry about it. But we went out there for a plug and play event, which was you plugged in your music, and if people was vibing with it, you could talk to certain people that had, connections in the industry. So like there was different A&Rs there, managers, execs, so stuff like that. So they messed
with a room of important people.
Just a room of important people.
It was like a club event, and it was of course hosted by UCMG, and the founders of UCMG are Ayo and Keys. They're producers. They've produced pretty much every a lot of big songs that are out there, like
Cardi B's Big and
Head.
Ooh,
They produced
okay.
that, and you know, a lot of songs for Bryson Tiller. They work with Ty Dolla $ign, Jeremiah, Tory Lanez, pretty much anybody you can think of.
The A-listers.
It was how many people? Like 500 in total.
600 something.
Yeah, 600 total.
Wow.
They all came through. Basically, you know, it's too many people there to play everybody's music.
Yeah.
So they just they did a fair thing and called off names.
How
Now,
many names did they end up choosing from the raffle?
Maybe about 20 throughout the whole night, because
And
they
how
of course
many
played
artists were
mainstream.
Like I said,
Like-
I think everybody in there was an artist.
So
You know
maybe
what I'm
out of the 500 people,
20
they were
got
only
them.
picking. I mean, they were
They're
only
only
picking
picking
20
yeah.
out of a raffle.
Yep. Now
That's
everybody
how you
who
got
paid
picked.
knew
Now, the
that.
thing about us, we since we kind of not. How do I want to put it? It's like we didn't have to go through the raffle just because we were flown out specifically because
Yeah, we knew our music was gonna get played.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it was like I said, it was great to just see how they support down there, because like as soon as we played our music for them, performed a little bit for the whole club, we were, you know, walking through the crowd, people stopping us left and right, like, oh, song is hot, what's your IG, what's your, you know, Snapchat, like, let me follow you on IG, and, you know, let's collab. And it was just crazy to see, like, this is our first night in Atlanta. We literally haven't even been here 24 hours, and we've gotten more support, like, than it took to get, like, in months here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's why a lot of people end up, you know, moving out of Akron.
Yeah.
And, you know, either going to California, New York, Atlanta. So what was the outcome of it? How did it go?
yeah, well, we got connected with a lot of people. We were there for 4 days or 3 days.
Yeah.
And the first day, like we said, was just that we flew in and it was just a plug and play event. Now the next day, Whoop actually, you know, took us, you know, he took us out to eat, kind of showed us a little bit of Atlanta. And then we went to Main Street Studios, which is the studio owned by Atlantic Records, DJ Drama.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we got to actually go and sit in on a session by Vito the singer. Now he is an Atlantic Records artist, of course, and he also he's a songwriter. So he wrote Freaky Friday for Chris Brown.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We also met a few people like Prince
Was that
Charles.
Chris Brown's song, or was that?
I mean,
Well, it was a little Dicky song,
Okay.
but you know, Chris Brown had a major part on it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha, yeah.
So he wrote that specifically. We met Rihanna's writer, Prince Charles.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So, you know, we got to meet a lot of people, and then it was our turn to actually make some music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's when the nerves came back out, because you know we were kind of relaxed and calm, because we were like, man, we just watching everybody else do all this work. So
yeah.
but then, you know, it was time to head to the studio. It's just crazy how passionate these people down there are, because like they're helping us with this music and make these songs, and it's not even their music, and they're here till 6 a.m. helping us write these songs and everything. So the first one, he kind of did his thing on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Forget the name.
I don't remember.
I forget
I don't
the name. It
remember.
wasn't the one that we kept bumping though. So like he had to. He actually surprised me, because the trip was originally just, you know, for me, and I was like, you know, mind if I bring my friend, as an artist too. And he actually surprised me in the studio. He got 2 reference tracks for, we don't know who might place it, but they sound fire. We've been bumping them since we've been back. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well,
Yeah,
it sounds like definitely a great a great trip from Atlanta.
So I met with a videographer. So the video should be shot probably in the next couple of weeks. And I'm excited about that. So, you know, it's a summer anthem, I think. So,
Good.
Yeah, I've always been trying to push him to make more upbeat music, because he started off straight, like, fully R&B. Like, when I say R&B,
Sad
I mean
song.
straight sad songs,
Oh.
straight, like, heartbreak music, and it's slow. And, you know, like, while you can't force somebody to, like, you know, change the kind of, you know, music they make and the person they are, I just knew he could do more. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I kind of that's even one reason why I brought Flex to him, because I'm like, you know, it's upbeat. It's something that, you know, I know Akron is more into the upbeat stuff. So I'm like, man, you know, let's do upbeat. So What You Want, honestly, we didn't expect it to be his most popular song. But, you know, it is, like he said, next to First Night in Houston. But my favorite song on the actual project in the beginning was Never Mind What I Was Saying. And it's a slower song. It's like, and honestly, it's like 5 minutes. But as I actually listen to What You Want more and more, I'm like, this is definitely that hit. You know, this is that hit that the world would accept. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I like that song. I'm glad he made something upbeat in that project.
Now, you said there was another song, First Night in Houston.
Yeah.
Is that featuring both of you guys, or just...
No, just me.
That was before I was...
Now, did you ever go to Houston before?
No, see, I was messing with this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, nowadays, you talk to people online and stuff. It was like 2016. And the concept of the song was kind of like, what would happen if, like, I actually came out there?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
So that was the concept.
And I'm guessing she was from Houston.
She was from Houston, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but, you know, so, but yeah, that song, I put it on this project because I wanted that song to be a part of, like, a body of work. So, it's funny because it's like, it got re-uploaded because I didn't know how to put, like, the original file in the project on SoundCloud. So it actually did 10K again, like, the second time around. So, you know. But yeah, you know, we don't talk no more, but but it was on the project, so her voice is on there and everything. So yeah.
Oh wow! So you even got her voice.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, I be trying to like throw them little Drake influences.
I
in
can
there,
see. So what's the future for you guys? You know, what do you want to achieve with doing music? And Bonn, you mentioned, you know, being a representation of Akron, someone who made it from Akron and really made it. But what do you guys see, like, at the end goal? What is the end goal with your music?
Honestly, I want to take me personally, I want to take over the industry, honestly. Like, I know it sounds far-fetched, but honestly, if you look at what I've done already in, like, 8 months, it's like, it's not really that far-fetched at that point.
Nothing is far-fetched in the music industry, really, I feel like, anymore. I mean, you take Cardi B, for example.
Yeah.
Someone who started really from nothing to becoming an all-star in music.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, but yeah, my end, like where I want to be at is, I want to be honestly like at the top. That should be everybody's, goal to me.
The best of the best.
Yeah, the best of the best. And like I said, I want to be able to have that serious music that people can go to, like when they actually are feeling some kind of way. But I also want to be able to make that club banger just when you feel like wilding out. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to touch different people everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, that's how I want to be.
What about you, Donte?
Honestly, for one thing, I just want to get out of this situation I'm in right now.
And what's that situation?
You know what I'm saying? Like working a 9 to 5 and, you know, just barely getting by type, you know.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be an artist, it sounds like you're going to be working a 6 to 6.
Well, I'd rather put a 12-hour shift in the studio than, you know, working for somebody else. But honestly, I don't know. It's like there's Chris Brown, which is like a triple threat, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I just really want to perfect my craft, make music that people can feel. And I don't know, just you know what I'm saying? I make music that I feel like it's not just like superficial. I feel like it's more real because my mom is going through a situation right now, and like that's what I kind of been talking about in my music lately, and people have been relating to it, and I feel like the artists that stay and have the longevity are the people that talk about like real things.
Yeah, because more people can relate to it. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
So. It's not, for me, it's not more so about being the best. It's just kind of like being the realest because those fans stay true, you know, through everything. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. So.
Good.
Yeah.
So what kind of future projects do you guys have?
Okay, so I told these guys, because I get excited, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't know, I was at work the other day, and I was thinking of like my next project name. And like my first project was Never Mind What I Was Saying. I kind of like phrases, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So
what did Never Mind What I Was Saying meant to you?
Well, you know, I was in a relationship. I literally just got out of it. And you know, the guy's always wrong in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You never be right.
Say that one more time.
The guys are always wrong
Don't
in a
get me
relationship.
started, man.
So it kind of was just like a play off, like, well, no matter what I say, I kind of got to take it back because you don't feel that way. So it's like, never mind what I was saying. So,
okay. So what's the inspiration for your next title?
Next, well, just went through a breakup. So definitely that. Definitely situations going on with my family, my mom. And let me make sure I get this right because, okay, so the next project, or the title of the next project is going to be Maybe in Another Life.
Okay, and what does that mean?
Well, I messed up during my relationship. And it's a girl that I really wanted to make it right with. I don't think I got that second chance right now. But it's like, well, maybe in another life, you know, we could have made some things happen, you know. So that's kind of where I'm going with it. So.
Great. That's some good meaning behind it. Yeah. And when are you looking to, are you in the works of that?
Yeah, so I just dropped the Paranoid remix. So probably going to start the project tomorrow.
The remix to Paranoid by Post Malone. Yeah, by Post Malone. And they can find that on SoundCloud as well.
Donte Jackson Music, all spaced together. So I'm probably going to start the project sometime this week. And, you know, hopefully, depending on how long it takes for me to record it, looking at maybe end of summer, early fall, something like that.
Nice. And what about you, Bonn? Anything coming up soon? I know you've just been in this game, but...
No, actually, I actually don't have... I'm not like in the process of making a project or anything right now. I'm still
just
trying to
singles or so.
Yeah, I'm still kind of just dropping music and building my fan base. You know what I'm saying? It's more so like you said, singles, and I can definitely see one in the near future. But as of right now, I just feel like I kind of need to, you know, I'm still trying to figure out where I'm at as far as my career, trying to make those right moves to grow and grow every day like I should, and then give the fans that I have something like a project, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, right now it's just, you know, I'm just dropping that music y'all want to hear. And
doing what you like, doing what you love.
Yep.
Absolutely. So you guys are both artists, very passionate about what you do. What kind of advice would you give other artists, especially like local artists from Akron?
Well, I started in 2016. Seriously recording. I did my first song. It was a Come and See Me remix by Party Next Door.
Yes.
And what I did, I'm not gonna lie, I paid for a repost. You know what I'm saying? Off rip, because I knew like I had to.
The reality of something. A lot of people don't realize, like, I mean, paying for followers and stuff. I mean, that really is what helps you.
Yeah. So. I paid, I think Summerella, she was like a famous Vine star. I paid her for a repost, which kind of took off from there. So I think that song did like 48,000, which kind of jump-started like the followers.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just knew like I just had to keep going. So I say like just be consistent, make sure like the work is not trash. Make sure it's not trash, but like also make sure you're not don't rush it. And definitely go get your own studio equipment because
you mentioned you record everything from your home.
In my room. I'll be in there screeching. You know what I'm saying? Because it definitely beats having to pay $100 an hour for a session and then mess around and the mix not be right, or you can't tweak certain things because the engineer doesn't want it.
Yeah, so at home you can do what you want to do.
So you're pretty much like the home engineer.
Wow. I do mix everything, master everything, and put it out.
That's good, because I feel like in this music industry, you should be able to know how to do different things.
Right.
Like, not just be able to rap or just be able to sing, but be able to learn how to write songs, be able to know how to maybe even produce a little bit. Like, you should even know a little bit of the business side to it.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Bonn, what kind of advice would you give local artists?
What would I say? Honestly, I say stay consistent with it, like he said, because that's one thing that people are not. They'll drop. And I actually had to, get myself, Donte actually, had to get it through my head. Like, you can't just drop a song, and since Fleck is, getting thousands and, doing well now, you get to just sit back and chill now. It's on to the next song, you know what I'm saying? And I started to realize a little bit of how fast-paced the music industry is when we were in Atlanta, because, while we were actually in the studio recording a specific song, you look over and you literally see two producers making the beat for the next song already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they pull that one up. So it's like you gotta be able to keep up with the supply and demand of this world. Like we live in a fast-paced world now, so definitely stay consistent. Honestly, realize your like talent level. So if you can't sing, don't sing. You know what I'm saying? I went in the studio before Flex with Donte, and I was in there trying to do all types of stuff like that I should not have. I didn't have no business doing any of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, under the right training and everything, I realized I can hit a note, but I was doing things that I didn't know what I was doing at that time. So, like, yeah, know your limits. If you are a rapper, definitely just try to rap. And also, I would just say, like, make sure this is what you want to do. Because a lot of people literally do this because, one, they just see their friends, like everybody else around them is doing it, or like they just specifically are doing it because they think they're going to get big overnight. And the reality of it is, like, it takes
a lot of time.
You know, it's that very rare occurrence where, okay, you wake up and you're a star.
Yeah.
But, like, besides that, there are millions of people out here just like us that's making this music and trying to, you know, do what we're doing and do more than what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So definitely don't just do this if you're, like, not fully invested in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to invest money into your own studio equipment, spend money on, like, he spent money on a repost, hundreds of dollars, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this is really what you want to do, you will have no problem spending money and time also. Like, you got to be able to, like, not hang out with friends sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to, you know, just tell your girl, like, hey, I'm recording right now. Like, I can't go out, you know, I can't come over. It's hard sometimes, but if this is what you want to do, like, you have no problem sacrificing, like, time and money for this.
Definitely.
Well, once again, this was a segment of Late Night Local Talent. We have Bonn and Donte here. And where can they find your music at, and where can they go ahead and follow you one more time?
I know you got plans to make it out the city, I do too. Look at us, I think we should link up.